Strict lockdown measures across Europe have meant that many people working in bars, restaurants and those in the service sector have often lost their jobs. And the lack of income has created another problem, the difficulty of paying the monthly rent. Some people have even become homeless. Luke Hannaran has been to meet this new group of vulnerable people in the UK.
8 weeks ago, Paulo Palreiro from Portugal was sacked. Now, like many other Europeans in London's hospitality sector, he's unemployed and homeless.
Well, I worked in a restaurant. I lost my job and I couldn't afford my rent. I have nowhere to go. It's just been crazy, like no food, no nothing.
The tourists of Trafalgar Square replaced by the destitute, waiting for food. Many are newly homeless people like George, a Romanian who cleaned offices before the coronavirus outbreak.
Has been affect me because I get close the job, so I can't work it. I can't work anymore.
Charities are stepping in, filling the gap left after day centres were closed to prevent transmission. This Indian restaurant has kept its kitchens open, producing hundreds of meals a day, packed and then distributed around the city.
This is the worst time to become homeless because there's nothing around. You know, normally you can find some scraps. There's centers open where you can go to. There's a lot of facilities, but right now there's nothing.
This charity relies on donations from the public, supporting people like Andre, a Montenegrin who'd been working as a builder. Many recently redundant Europeans who live here are now finding themselves in no man's land, with no access to repatriation flights, very few savings, and no way of earning a living. The British government says it's housed 90% of rough sleepers by paying for hotel rooms, 1,800 in 10 hotels across London alone. But for some who represent the homeless in the capital, the concern is what happens next.
So the hotels that are open at the moment will be running for around about 6 weeks or so, is our understanding, and there isn't any clarity about what happens after that time. Now, many people staying in the hotels at the moment have no recourse to public funds. A lot of the Europeans staying might not have been in this country for 5 years, so they're not yet eligible for settled status.
Lockdown announced in March. 43 days later, many of London's restaurant and construction workers, hotel and office cleaners, left wondering if their old lives are gone forever. Luke Hanrahan, Euronews.